What's up everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Preeti and I am both a real estate and a mortgage broker for close to 20 years. I personally deal with a lot of first-time home buyers, and I have said this many times before. I love working with them. It gives me the opportunity to teach, which is something that I really wanted to pick as my career growing up, but life had different plans. And today I try my level best to teach you everything I know when it comes to mortgages and real estate, so you are well informed and no one can take advantage of you. Now, you might be wondering, why am I being so melodramatic? Well, I have a reason for that. I recently got a call from an old friend. She came to Canada a few years ago, and she recently saw one of my videos on YouTube and called me right away. But I really wish she had called me sooner. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of this friend of mine and how she got stuck in the assuming existing tenants vortex and is paying a very heavy price even today. But before I proceed, make sure to like, share, tap that bell icon, hit the subscription button. It gets me motivated to keep you up to date with everything real estate. So a few years ago, this friend I knew in school came to Canada with her husband. They went through the regular cycle of renting, getting jobs, and finally came the time when they wanted to buy a home. Now, this was in the beginning of 2022. You guys remember, right? When the market made no sense at all? Well, they wanted to get into the market and they kept seeing many homes. They were putting offers were getting rejected. It was getting very tiring. In that entire process, their agent took them to see one of his assignment condos. Nothing wrong with that. The condo was already rented out by the seller to a tenant on a 1-year contract. So when they signed the agreement, my friend was advised that this is okay. It's all part of the deal. Banks, builders, sellers, lawyers all deal with this on a daily basis, so you can continue to keep the tenant and get the rent, and when their lease is over, tell them to leave and you can move in. Now, let me make it clear, what he advised was not wrong. They had that option. What he missed telling them were the consequences of this action. My friends were new to all of this. They assumed it's a regular process and they went firm on a deal. Should they have done their due diligence? Of course they should have. But they were first-time home buyers. The fact that they got a home in that crazy market was all that they could think of. The real estate agent did their mortgage and told them that they needed 20% down and a payment of 1.5% as a closing cost. Again, information is correct but incomplete. They were buying an assignment. 1.5% closing cost is not enough, and I will cover this in my next video. Today, I'm just talking about the issue with assuming existing tenants, irrespective of it being an assignment or a resale. Anyways, they got the money from back home, they did what they had to do, and they struggled and closed the deal. Now, when it came to the closing, they were told by the lawyer selected by their real estate agent about all the closing cost fees that amounted to way more than 1.5%. Somehow they closed the deal 3 weeks later in the month of June 2022. When the deal closed, they reached out to their agent and inquired on when will the rent be given to them by the existing tenant. The agent sent them an Ontario residential tenancy agreement and told them to get it signed by the tenant. If he gets involved, he will have to charge them a 1 month rent, which is the standard fee. Again, not wrong, but come on. By this time, my friend and her husband had had enough. They decided to do the form themselves, which they did, and took it to the tenant, who refused to sign the form. He had already had a contract with the seller. He was not aware of the sale, which was a lie, and that he is not signing anything new. It's now been more than 5 months. The tenant is still there, not paying anyone any rent, and their process of getting him evicted is still on its way. The reason why I'm telling you this story is not just for the purpose of an assignment sale. It can happen with any sale. When you decide to assume a tenant, especially on an assignment, it hurts even more because you have forked out additional funds for closing. So what should they have done correctly to avoid this catastrophe? 1. They should have told the seller to get rid of the tenant himself before closing. Or if they really wanted to hold on to the tenant, then they should have asked for all the income documents, the referrals, proof of rent payment, and IDs up front, just as any landlord would have done if they themselves were renting out the place. They should have gone and met the existing tenants beforehand and gauged for themselves. Now, even then, this is not a guarantee, but it's some form of protection. Now, I'm not saying never assume a tenant. Some tenants are really very good and can be a blessing to take on, but not everybody. We have got hard times coming our way, and we will be seeing more of this happening, so please be careful. Always do your due diligence before getting into the situation. Talk to a lawyer independent of your agent. If you have any doubts, go online. There is so much information out there. Or best of all, call me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Next week, I will continue with the same story and go deeper into how much money people fork out on assignment closings as compared to resale. Till then, all you lovely people, take care, and if you like like this video, click on those boxes on the screen. Once again, my name is Preeti Rao. My contact information is in the description box below. Make sure to hit like, share, subscribe, and the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to call me because I hold the key that opens the door to your dream home.